Hey yo, Scarlett Johansson. Before we go to this island to, search for all these dinosaurs and stuff or what, do you want to like get breakfast? Where do you want to go?
Duncan!
Okay, okay, okay. Are you sure you don't want like Krispy Kreme?
Duncan!
All right. I'll get you the Dunkin'. Jeez. What is up, you guys? I got the chance to see Jurassic World Rebirth on July 4th. I am very late on this review. I'm aware. I'm a bit late. As of right now, it is 1 a.m. on Sunday. And that is strictly because I have been working non-stop for 4th of July weekend. And I wanted to give my chance to record my thoughts on the film. So without further ado, let's get into it. I'm going to keep my thoughts spoiler-free for now. And then I'm going to get into my spoiler section because this movie, I have a lot of conflicting thoughts when it comes to this movie. And going into it, I left feeling a little mixed on it, but mainly positive when it comes to Jurassic World Rebirth. But there's a few things that I have to talk about. So this is the 7th movie within the Jurassic Park franchise. And that first movie I grew up on, I loved it. 7 movies in, and there's a lot of diverse movies within this franchise that I love and I hate. I hate Jurassic World Dominion, and I'm not a big fan of Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. So I wasn't expecting anything truly amazing when we got the news that there was a new Jurassic World movie coming out. Until I saw the trailer and then I saw Gareth Edwards was attached. Gareth Edwards is, of course, the guy that brought us Godzilla, The Creator, which was one of my favorite movies of 2023. I was a big fan of hearing this news and seeing the trailer. I was like, okay, this looks scary, and these, like, deformed dinosaurs or mutated dinosaurs, it's a cool concept. I think this concept of deformed dinosaurs wasn't played perfectly, but what we got with was okay enough to satisfy my needs in a Jurassic Park movie. So this film follows Scarlett Johansson and a team of scientists and basically adventurers going out to get blood samples from the biggest dinosaurs, which we see in the trailer. And there's this family that tags along with them. There's basically these two separate stories that happen throughout the movie with the family and with these scientists and adventurers trying to collect the DNA of these big dinosaurs. I found myself to like both stories individually. I know a lot of the audiences are 50-50 on this. Working at a movie theater, I always ask people's input, and some people very much dislike the family storyline. A lot of people prefer the family storyline. My mom, I saw her with her on 4th of July. She loved the family storyline. She didn't care for the scientists. I myself found myself liking the scientist group more than the family storyline, but I liked them equally. I thought they were 50-50. There was one member from the group, which I'm sure a lot of people agree with me, that from the family group that I just didn't care for at all, that I felt didn't really necessarily need to be there per se. But what does this movie offer? It offers cool sequences, and that's pretty much it for me. I think Gareth Edwards nails the dinosaurs scare factor. Especially there's a scene with the boat where it's like this massive dinosaur and Scarlett Johansson's trying to get it, like the DNA samples, which you see in the trailer. Very anxiety-inducing. Same thing goes for when it's the family on the raft and the T-Rex is following them. Probably one of the most iconic scenes in a Jurassic Park franchise, I would say. It goes right up there for me with the T-Rex following the Jeep and the pterodactyls in Jurassic World, the first one, going after everyone on the island. Probably the biggest takeaway that I got from the movie. And there's a bunch of other sequences that I feel like try to have the same energy and feel, but don't live up too much to the hype. And I think that's where my main negative criticism comes with this movie. I feel like this movie tries to have sequences that feel like the first Jurassic Park movie or the feeling of Jurassic Park, instead of making the whole movie linear and feel like a Jurassic Park movie or something different. If that makes sense, this movie just feels entirely way too safe. It feels like you can predict on who's gonna die, how they're gonna die from the dinosaurs, what dinosaurs are gonna go after them. It's very easy to predict it. It's very clear where it's going to go and cliched. And I think that's what I was most annoyed with. I can tell right away that, oh, that character's surviving. Oh, he's clearly not going to make it. She's clearly not going to make it. But this person's gonna make it. It was like very easy to tell who's gonna make it, who's not, by what dinosaur and when. These individual scenes are great as scenes. If anything, I think each individual scene is perfect. It's just, when you put them all together, it feels like they're trying to be like, oh, this is a Jurassic Park movie. Remember that, guys. This is dinosaurs. You guys like that. I want to see something different. I don't know. Maybe that was just me. And like, I know, like, I'm a person that says, like, hey, I want to see a Jurassic Park movie. But I kind of want to see a Jurassic Park movie, but make it more scary. Make it more thrilling. I don't know. And I feel like they did that with a few sequences, but not as the whole movie collectively. And don't even mention the mutated dinosaurs because they're barely even in it. They're in it for that opening sequence, which is great. The great opening sequence, which has clear advertisement, for commercial advertisement, which if you see the movie, you can clearly tell, which we'll talk about in my spoiler theory, or my spoiler thoughts. It's only in the opening that we see the mutated dinosaurs, and then for not even 5 minutes towards the ending. Everything else, they're just dinosaurs. And I mean, I'm cool with that. I never said I was bad with that. It's just, I've seen it already. I want to see something new. Before I get into my spoiler thoughts on the film, I'll give you my overall score right here. And overall, I'm going to give it a 64 out of 100. Like I said, I think this movie's fun. It's enjoyable. Just, it's nothing that you wouldn't expect. It's very safe. I think that it's a very fun family film. Like if I went with like my cousins or my girlfriend's and her family, it would be a very nice time. It was a very nice time with me and my mom. It was just nothing that I haven't seen already. Okay, getting into my spoiler thoughts for the movie. I think that the opening sequence, I'm just going to jump around from here because I don't have anything really locked in my mind. But the opening sequence, you couldn't think of anything better than putting a Snickers bar wrapper, which creates this whole mess. Come on. And my other thing that I just couldn't stop thinking of, which I felt like every character in this movie had to kind of like give like a line or statement as to why it would make sense. Like the family, they're on a boat in the middle of the equator when we all know in this world that the dinosaurs only survive in the equator, and there's this family on a boat in the equator, and they go, well, we're one of like 50 boats out here. Why would the dinosaurs attack us? Why would you be on the equator at all? If I had 2 daughters and a boy, the daughter had a boyfriend, and we were all on the boat, I would not be on that small of a ship in the middle of the ocean near the equator. I'm gonna be like, kids, pack your bags. We're going to Disney World. Like, we're not going on no boat vacation when there's a, like, 500-foot dinosaur alligator that's gonna snap us in half. What? And then, I don't know if anyone else thought this, but the boyfriend character, I didn't understand this till after, and I saw some videos on it and understood it, but apparently the boyfriend was acting like that on purpose, like a bad person. Didn't realize that, and they were talking about, oh, it's because the girlfriend's going to college and stuff, and that's when, like, the father is only having a heart-to-heart with him, and he's like, yeah, I don't know if I want her to kind of see the real, I don't want her to see the real me. Of course, she does see the real him, but we never get that closure or that kind of character arc ever within the movie. It just ends there. Like, why was that needed? I do think that the ending of this film sets up for potential sequels where they actually do find all they get the blood samples and they go, what are we going to do with this? And they say, we're going to give it to everyone. That could be really fun. I'm very curious on where that could go. But overall, those are my thoughts on the Jurassic Park movie, the latest one, Jurassic World Rebirth. What do you guys think of it? And yeah, with all that being said, thank you so much for watching. And we are actually going to Kalahari today. Today's Sunday. I gotta get to bed so I can wake up early enough to go there. But with all that being said, thank you so much for watching. If you guys want to see future videos like this, make sure you ring that bell in the description down below. And make sure you like the video. And if you really liked it, make sure you subscribe. And if you want to see future videos like this, I already said that. Ring the bell. With all that being said, Disney out. Peace.